Hey guys! The day has finally come that I'm going to be doing a house tour! I've always been just a little bit nervous to do a house tour because I don't want to get doxxed, and we are renting and our layout is relatively common, I guess, but I don't know, that's something I've always been scared of. However, we're moving in a couple weeks, so that's literally not even about to matter. So come look at our house. I also really wanted to do this video specifically for me to just have. Caleb and I moved in here about a year ago, and this is the first house that we have lived in together. So I just think having a house tour video is going to be a really cool thing to have. You know, when we get old, when we have kids, all of that, we can be like, here's what our first house looked like, here's a whole house tour of it. Even though we've only lived here a year, I am very sentimental about this house since it is the first place that we lived together. So I just think that it's going to be really nice to have that. So without further ado, here's the tour. First room, immediately when you walk in our front door, which is right there, you've got our living room. We spend a lot of time in our living room just rotting on the couch and watching TV. So this is a space that is very well lived in. Good morning, Harvey. Where are you going? That being said, this is where our TV is. We've also got all these squishmallows on the bottom of our TV stand. These ones in particular, Noya loves to drag up the stairs in the middle of the night and leave by our bed. I don't know why she's been doing that lately. That's not something she's done her entire life. So I don't really know what that's about, but I think it's funny and I think it's cute. One of my favorite features of our living room is our artwork on the back wall. My sister actually did both of these pictures of Harvey and Noya for us for Christmas, and I love them. I also thrifted this sun. I just love them so much. She's making one of my dog and Caleb's dog that we had before we moved here, and those are going to go up in the new house, so stay tuned for those. The next area we've got is this wall along our stairs. This is where we keep a lot of our catch-all stuff. So we've got our shoe rack down here that you can't really see right now, our coat rack, which we also put our bags on. We've got this little table, which is where I keep my keys and my sunglasses, the record player, and our record collection, which actually does not even fit on our record rack anymore, so we're gonna have to do something about that when we move. And then we have this area. This area is technically supposed to be the dining room. It's got the chandelier and everything. Caleb hates the chandelier. It's just high enough for him to barely hit his head on it every time he walks under it. It's just awkward placing and makes it really hard to do what you want with the space because you kind of have to make that the center of attention. This is supposed to be a dining room. We do have a table, however, we never sit here because it's very wobbly. And it's very cheap, and it's just not the greatest. So we just keep the cat's water fountain up there so it doesn't get as much dirt from being on the floor, and then our soda stream, which we don't even really use anymore. We've also got the automatic cat feeder we use whenever we are out of town or gone a little bit later than we thought we were going to be, so that we can just feed the cats from our phone. This shark bed, they only ever sleep in whenever we go out of town and use the feeder. It's like they're guarding it. And then we also have the cat tower that we literally just got them for Christmas. They love this thing. As you can see, they've shredded most of it already. Then we we have our kitchen. We love this kitchen, and the kitchen that we're moving to is actually a lot smaller than this one, which is like the only downside to that house. This kitchen's just so nice. We love the island. We're probably going to build an island in the new house, that way we can have more counter space. Behind these double doors is actually our laundry room. I'm not going to show you in there because I didn't clean in there, but it's just a stacked washer dryer combo and then some shelving. And then we've also got a back door right here that goes onto a patio, but I'm not going to show you guys that either because we literally don't go out there. All that's out there right now are storage boxes from where we started packing that I moved so I could do this house tour. And then right here is our little half bath. This is where our litter boxes are, so it's always kind of gross in there. Right over here we've got our stairs and we've got our front door. I love this little window cling that we put up here. I just think it's so pretty, and I plan on doing something similar in the new house. These stairs keep me up all night every night because the cats love to run up and down them and play, which good for them, glad they're playing. However, bad for my sleep. There's also like this half wall at the top of the stairs that they love to sit on and play on. This next room is our office. Now this room is a little bit messy. I didn't clean it that heavily, so it is what it is. We do spend a lot of time in here as we both have our PCs in here. We love to parallel play video games. In the new house, we're actually going to be having separate offices, which I am a little sad about because we can't parallel play our video games, but I'm also really excited because it means that I have more space to display my stuff without having to worry about doing too much in Caleb's space. This is also the room that our guests sleep in whenever they visit, so this is the bathroom that they use. We decorated it in kind of a beach theme, and we do have more decor that's currently packed up that used to be in there. I wanted to do a beach theme because when people come and visit us, we go to the beach, so it's like their little beach vacation. This is the very last room in the house tour, and probably the room that is going to look the most different when we move. This is our bedroom. Now, this room is very bland, which bothers me a lot, but we didn't want to do too much in terms of decor because we are just renting, so we didn't want to, put holes in the wall. But here she is. We do plan on getting a new bed when we move. We currently have a queen, but we're always fighting over bed space, so we're gonna upgrade after we move. We do have these curtains, which I think are rather ugly. However, we only got them because Caleb was working night shift there for a little bit, and so he was sleeping during the day, so we needed to get him some blackout curtains. Actually, I lied because this is the very last room. This is our bathroom. And with that, that concludes our house tour. I'm really excited to get into the new house and to decorate and to just show you guys what we're working with. We're going to be there a while, so I'm just really excited to put some roots down and really get to make it the home that we want. We did a lot of things here that I feel like we liked, But we were limited since we are renting. You know, we had to keep beige walls, we had to be careful about hanging things, all the things. So I'm just excited to not have as many boundaries and to just do so much better. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been lovely to spend this time with you. If you feel like it, go ahead and hit subscribe, and then go ahead and watch another one of my videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!